Off the Beaten Path. Off the Beaten Path. Brand new country. And we're not talking that top 40 crap either. This is where you can hear great singers and songwriters, and they just don't have the backing when it comes to labels. Guest interviews and everything from pop country to bluegrass and folk to hip hop. This is Off the Beaten Path.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Again, welcome to another episode where I try and introduce you guys, again, some of the friends and family and fans that I've accumulated over the almost 3 years now that we've been doing this. Okay, not almost 3 years, just over 2 years. But still, we've made a lot of great connections with a lot of great new artists. And we're really expanding the horizons of country music, and I love it. I look forward to it every week. So I hope you do as well. Be sure to stay involved as well. Get on Facebook, get on Twitter, email me as well. OTBP Podcast for Facebook and Twitter, and OTBP Podcast at gmail.com is how you email me as well. Coming up, we'll hear from Will Hogue. We'll get the family reunion again together with Sonia Lee and Tim Hicks. The Cadillac Three's new single coming up later on in the episode. Olivia Lane, John King, Shelby Lynn, all kinds of great folks, as well as Mitchell Tenpenny, our special guest, live in studio. And you're actually going to get 3 songs this week, so stick around for that. But right now, let's kick it all off with a girl who made waves for the ACM Awards. Her name is April Cry, and this is her latest single, and she's working on a new one already. This one's called Fireflies. It's Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
It started back when we were wild and free, with nothing to lose, the world was you and me. Our flame burned bright in those starry skies. We were shooting stars like fireflies.
just like my mama says. But girl, tonight my future's looking bright. I think I finally found what I wanna do with my life. Staring back at me in the neon light. If I could be anything, I wanna be the drink in your hand when you take a sip. Everywhere rolling off your candy lip gloss when your favorite song kicks in. Every little whisper, long slow kiss. If I could be anything, I wanna be the next thing on your lips. I could be the driver, you the shotgun rider in a truck that drives you around. I could be the one that shows you all the roads that nobody knows about. But all that, baby, is just a maybe later on. Right now, the only thing I really wanna do is get just a little bit closer to you. If I could be anything, I wanna be the drink in your hand when you take a sip. Everywhere rolling off your candy lip gloss when your favorite song kicks in. Every little whisper, long slow kiss. If I could be anything, I wanna be the next thing on your lips. Oh, come on. If I could be anything, I wanna be the drink in your hand when you take a sip. Everywhere rolling off your candy lip gloss when your favorite song kicks in. Every little whisper, long slow kiss. If I could be anything, I wanna be the next thing on your lips. Yeah, on your lips. I wanna be the next thing on your lips. Yeah, on your lips. Come on, girl.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. John King there with the follow-up to Tonight. That one is On Your Lips. And I had the opportunity to go see John King when I was back home in Detroit over like Thanksgiving, Christmas time. He was doing a free show at a bar in Detroit, and I totally should have done it, and I'm kicking myself because... anyway, John King right there, On Your Lips. And ladies, he's ripped because since 14 or 15 years old, he's been lifting rocks for a living. So now he plays music. It's a different kind of muscle. But hey, it's Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Again, thanks for hanging out and being here. Be sure to stay in touch. Facebook, Twitter, emails, things like that. And make sure that you download and subscribe the podcast so that you don't miss any episodes. Maybe you caught this one from a friend's Facebook page or something like that. Just search for us on iTunes. We're there all the time. So Olivia Lane now. Olivia is singing to the fact that some tigers never change their spots. Here is You Part 2. It's Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
You know I never like going to a sequel. Somehow the second one never is equal to the first one. Same lame, heard 'em all before lines, put 'em on repeat one more time. I know a bad rerun when I see one, like you coming around saying, hey girl, what do you say? Wanna do a do-over? I swear I've changed. You only want a toy for you to enjoy, that you ain't nothing but a basic boy. No way, no how, let me make it crystal right now. I got a brand new, know myself attitude, and I don't need another you part 2. Don't need another you part 2. Maybe I can refresh your memory. Play it in your mind, blow it up like a big screen. How it all went down. Kiss, kiss, but the lips aren't on. Cover girl stains on your alibi. Ain't doing what I did before. Boy, step away from my front door, saying, hey girl, part two. Part two. Don't need another you part two. Don't need another you part two. Don't need another you part two.
Off the Beaten Path.
Sounds great on my iPod. It's on my phone, on my iPad.
I always listen on my computer at work.
Log on and listen. Like us on Facebook. Search for OTBP Podcast to join the conversation. Follow Off the Beaten Path on Twitter at OTBP Podcast. Off the Beaten Path.
New music.
Now with Ben Merritt.
1, 2, ready. Moved from Manhattan, suitcase in hand. Well, I sang on a mile, was falling for a country man. Climbing that ladder, straight to the top. Lord knows she's stubborn, she ain't never gonna stop. Ooh, then she met me, yeah. Grew up on Broadway, no fiddles on the stage. Wasn't long till she realized that our Broadways ain't the same. Never had a cold one, rather drink red wine. But with a $6 pitcher of beer, I showed her a damn good time. Ooh, glad she met me, yeah. Well, now she's hunting and fishing, and she loves sweet tea, yeah. Her little back roads kissing is all she'll ever need. She's all I'll ever need. Well, I'm glad she met me. She's hunting and fishing, and she loves sweet tea. Oh, oh, oh. A little back roads kissing is all she'll ever need, and she's all I'll ever need. Well, I'm glad she met me. She met me. Well, there you have it. A little Mitchell Tenpenny here on Off the Beaten Path. Little winded there, man. I mean, yeah. The energy, the excitement. Mitchell Tenpenny here on Off the Beaten Path in studio. And you brought along Brad on the guitar as well. So thanks for hanging, Brad. Okay, that's enough out of you, no. I have to put the jokes in. So, Mitchell Tenpenny, again, out on the road doing his very first radio tour and just happened to stop by the Off the Beaten Path podcast studios as well. And, Mitchell, I have a couple icebreaker questions before we get too in-depth. Let's break them. With some real questions. Yeah, right. Question number one always gets ruined by in-studio guests. Where are you right now?
Where are we right now? Wisconsin, Rhinelander.
There you go. Exactly.
Home of the Hodag or Hodog? How do you say
Hodag. Yeah, you
Hodag,
got that. Yeah, it's the Hodag.
Yeah, man, we're trying to figure out what that is. We want to find it.
There's a ton of them. I can show you one later on if you're interested.
I'm very interested.
It's 16 feet long. So
okay. Well.
Yeah, it's a good size. Don't worry. So, question number 2 for each season of the podcast, and we're in our 3rd year now.
Yeah.
I changed the second icebreaker question.
Okay.
So you're early on in season 3 of the new icebreaker question. So I'm still feeling it out.
Let's see it.
All right. Question number 2. If we were to hit eject on the CD player in the car right now, what would come out?
I don't think we have anything in the CD player right now.
Okay, well, I guess this is why I'm saying it's still early on.
I guess the last thing.
What's the last thing you were listening to? I should
last
say.
Last thing we were listening to. What was it? Was the new Cam EP?
Cam, Cam. She's really good.
Yeah, we love that song. Someone Else's Mistake, or I think something like that.
My Mistake.
My Mistake. Yeah, and I guess her EP just came out, so we were checking that out.
There you go.
Really good.
Yeah,
awesome.
I didn't interview her, but I played the song not too long ago on the show. So
yeah, we played a couple rounds with her in Nashville, and then all of a sudden we heard that song on radio, and we were like, awesome, man.
There you go.
For her, it's great.
Yeah. She's cute too.
Yeah, she's a cute little girl. Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
That doesn't hurt at all. So all right, Mitchell Tenpenny here on Off the Beaten Path, and Mitchell, it's been a lifelong endeavor for music for you. It's some people, kind of pick up music because they just fall in love with it. Was it almost anticipated that you went into music because of your background?
Yeah, I mean it was kind of a birthright, I guess, and my brother does it as well. And I mean we just grew up in it, and being in Nashville, it's everywhere. And I remember the first day I started playing music and learned how to write songs. I was just like, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. And,
there you go.
And then you put yourself through it. You do all the construction jobs, and you go work and doing warehouses and assembly lines. You're like, man, I just want to play music. I got to get out of here. So hopefully, we'll be able to keep on doing this and not have to do the other things.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you basically your grandmother was in the business. She's what was it? She was, I can't remember the exact title of it.
Yeah, she used to be president of Sony Publishing down in Nashville for about 30 years. And so that's the publishing side, is the songwriting side. And so we, all the artists were, the writing part of it. That's right. That's what she was part of. So I got to meet all the artists and all the writers at a young age. And that's really why I fell in love with it. I thought, it's the coolest thing in the world to be able to write songs for a living. Yeah,
the singer-songwriter is definitely making a big, strong comeback. The days of Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson kind of went away for a while.
And James Taylor.
Right, now, but they're back with a vengeance. It's, you and Jamie Johnson, and that's big company. But, I mean,
awesome,
singer-songwriter is definitely a more welcomed title than artist these days.
Yeah, I mean, and especially everyone, plays and sings in Nashville as well, so it's kind of like a title you're handed right at the beginning. It's like, well, if you play your songs, you probably sing them too. I mean, if you're writing the songs, you're probably going to sing them as well. So, yeah, singer-songwriter is definitely a huge thing that's popping back up again.
Yeah, and it's always great when somebody else sings one of your songs too, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, and that's why, we write songs for Sony, and we want other artists to cut our songs as well. So when we write, sometimes we have a specific artist in mind that we're writing for. And And it's important as an artist for me. I want to write my own stuff as well, but we definitely want cuts on other people's records.
Definitely. Spread the Mitchell Tenpenny love around is what we're saying.
Yeah.
So you've learned from an early age, though. I mean, you picked up the guitar at a very young age. You played piano before that. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my uncle used to babysit us when we were real little, and he wouldn't let us go outside until we learned a song a day on the piano. So, at the time we hated him, but now it turned out that it was a blessing in disguise.
He wouldn't accept chopsticks too, I'm sure, right?
No, well, we learned chopsticks, but after a while, no, we had to learn other things like Disney musicals and actual hard stuff. And it was like, man, come on now.
He started throwing Fantasia at you, and you're like, nope, I'm never going back outside ever again.
Forget it. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Why are we learning this?
Where are we going with this? Jeez, soon as show tunes, but anyway. But again, you're a one-man producing kind of wrecking machine, actually, because you can play a bunch of instruments, drums, piano, guitar. Your bio says other stringed instruments. What falls under other stringed instruments, by the way?
I mean, just most stringed instruments are the same. They just might be tuned a little different, and you just learn the tuning and learn the different chord formations, and you've got the instrument down. Once you learn it, it's whatever. So, I mean, I learned at a young age. My grandmother taught me that if you can do your own demos and not cost your publishing company anything, then you look more attractive to them for them to sign you. So started doing that, learning Pro Tools and how to mix and master my own stuff, and then, you know, listening to records, country records and rock records of what instruments were on them, and then picking them up and trying to learn them so that I could write a song, fully produce it, and turn it into my publishing company without costing them anything. And
that would be huge, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's turned out, you know, it's worked out great so far, and I mean, that's where it's going to anyway with the technology and recording the way it's changed these days, so it was great to be on the forefront of that, and I want to, you know, keep being able to do that for sure.
Well, going back a little bit too, was it Hunter Hayes basically produced everything on his own album? He played every instrument,
right?
So.
And that's why I respect Hunter, you know, so much for that. And also, like, if you don't play everything, that's totally great. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what session players are for, and that's why they have jobs.
And they are very good
amazing.
at what they do
absolutely.
too. Yeah,
and we still use them, and we use them on this record too. Because, you know, I put out my first record, did everything on it, and I was like, yeah, this is boring. I want to hear what everybody else's ideas are. So it's like, this is, you know, it's a town full of friends and a bunch of incredible musicians, and, you know, you're not the only one. So spread the love. Get everyone else.
Spectacular. Definitely. So, well, sir, we got time for one more tune. We're going to play Black Crow a little bit later on. That's the single you're pushing. But tell us a little bit about this one that you're going to play right now.
Yeah, so this one's a song. It's called I Saw a Ghost, and it's basically about, you know, had a girl that was just my friend for a long time, for about 14 years, and we ended up saying, man, maybe there's something more, and started dating for a little bit, and then it ended up not working out and kind of ruined our friendship for a while, and we didn't see each other, and we ran into each other, you know, a few months later after we hadn't talked or said a word, and just ran each other on the street, and she just said it's like seeing a ghost, and I was like, I was like, it really is. It's like you're still alive, but it's like we don't have any contact anymore, someone that was so close, so I thought that was a cool hook to write a song about, and
does she know that you wrote this song about her?
No.
Oh, no! Well, hopefully we're not breaking the news to her here on Off the Beaten Path. So, all right, here's Mitch with Tenpenny now. This is I Saw a Ghost on Off the Beaten Path.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting at a red light, wasn't even midnight, listen to the radio, drumming on the dashboard, looking for a fast forward. The next thing I know, I couldn't breathe, all I could see were memories staring back at me. I ain't one of those crazy people, now I believe I saw a ghost. Oh, it looked just like you. She was floating down the sidewalk, down on 18th Avenue. I saw a ghost. Maybe you saw one too. For a moment we were frozen, haunted by the path we'd chosen. Girl, I know it's only part of letting go, but I saw a ghost. I saw a ghost. Was it my fault or was it your fault? Was it just not meant to be? When it's over, it ain't over. 'Cause there's always memories in the shadows, waiting to jump out, wanting to stop you in your tracks. Then they disappear, then leave you there with what you can't get back. I saw a ghost. Oh, it looked just like you. She was floating down the sidewalk, down on 18th Avenue. I saw a ghost. Maybe you saw one too. For a moment we were frozen, haunted by the path we'd chosen. Girl, I know it's only part of letting go. I saw a ghost. I saw a ghost. Oh, it looked just like you. She was floating down the sidewalk, down on 18th Avenue. I saw a ghost. Maybe you saw one too. For a moment we were frozen, haunted by the path we've chosen. Girl, I know it's only part of letting go. Well, I know it's only part letting go. But I saw a ghost. I saw her go.
And there you have it. More Mitchell Tenpenny here on Off the Beaten Path. That is I Saw a Ghost. Mitchell, that's a pretty intense song. Hopefully if she does hear it, she loves it.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. Or hates it. Who knows?
There you go. Yeah. All right. Mitchell Tenpenny here on Off the Beaten Path. Mitchell grew up in Nashville. You're one of the few, probably, that is born and raised native of Nashville, I would say.
Yeah, man, and the more we, get more co-writes and just meet people moving into the city, it's becoming less and less of a thing. Everyone's from everywhere else, and when I was growing up there, no one came to Nashville. It wasn't a cool place, so it's really neat to watch our city kind of grow. And the TV show definitely helped Nashville. But
yeah, true. Yeah,
yeah, but no, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's growing so fast. I mean, every time you turn your head, there's a new apartment complex or a new restaurant or just something. So, man, it's exciting.
It's a boom town. Music City is a boom town right now.
Yeah,
definitely. But again, like I said, I've had other artists in here before, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Georgia or I'm from Florida." And one time I had the backup guitar. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Nashville, born and raised," and I was like, "You're like the only one that's in country music.
Yeah,
you either want to get into country music or you want to get out of country music.
Yeah,
if you're in Nashville." So, but it seems like you never left too. Graduate of Middle Tennessee State.
Yeah. Actually, Brad and I went to MTSU together, and we co-wrote Black Crow and co-wrote 7 of the songs on the record together there. And I mean, it's just the perfect place for what we want to do. I mean, why leave? I mean, I would love to travel and I would love to live somewhere else, but for what we're trying to do, it turned out to be the perfect place.
Definitely. So, well, this is the point in time where management starts to like me again, and this is the Pimp Yourself portion. Tell everybody how they can follow along with your, trips across radio land, or just your career as it grows. Tell people how they can get in touch and follow along.
Yeah, it's all on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, and it's Mitchell Tenpenny, and it's like it sounds Tenpenny. It's like 10 pennies, and if you Google it, they all come up right there or whatever if it's easier. And then the website is Mitchell10penny.com.
Yeah, that was imaginative, by the way.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks. Yeah.
And you handed me a copy of the new CD. I don't think it's quite ready for distribution in the form that it's in. It's in paper, by the way. So.
Yeah, they're still doing that, the cover, and they're making vinyls and all that stuff of it too. So
I would love a vinyl.
Yeah, man. We'll make sure to get your.
I love that vinyl's making a way back.
Yeah, man. I mean, we still listen to vinyls and love it. There's just something about opening up a physical CD or a vinyl and reading who played on the record,
definitely,
and the songs, and then placing it on the turntable and listening. I still love it, and it's cool to see it come back. And so, yeah, we're definitely going to be having a vinyl come out. And
very cool.
As well as the CD, too. So, yeah, April 28th is when all that comes out. And,
all right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the same time that that Zach Brown's putting out his. But, I mean,
it's all right.
It's all right. You might
buy 2 CDs that day.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So, Brad, if you want to chime in, you had the co-wrote on the song we're about to play. You want to? No, you don't want? Oh.
You told me not to talk.
Here, let me turn your mic up. I'm just kidding, man. You can. I mean, you co-wrote the tune we're about to hear, so if you want to, I mean, you can chime in. That's fine.
Thanks, man.
Sounds about a girl.
There you go. Well, Mitchell, tell us a little bit more about Black Crow, and then we're gonna take a listen to the produced version of that one.
Yeah. So, like I said, we were in college at the time we wrote it, and I was walking out of class, and this girl is just screaming on her phone to her friend about some boy that had stolen her heart and was on the loose. She's like, he's like a thief. He's like running off with my heart and all this. And I was like, she's being dramatic, but I was like, it's a really cool hook. Maybe we can make a song out of this. So I went home and started playing it. And Brad came home about the same time, and we started talking about all the other dramatic girls we know in our lives, and ended up writing this song and became the first single on the record.
Well, there you go. Again, Brad and Mitchell Tenpenny here in studio, Off the Beaten Path. Thank you very much. And this is it. This is the produced version of Black Crow. Go out, get the album, April 28th. Pay no attention to that other guy from Georgia. We want Tennessee music only. So, all right, here you go. It's Black Crow on Off the Beaten Path.
5'6", tattoo on my hip with the words of her favorite song. Jet black hair, even darker stare, cast a spell with her eyes alone. Well, I don't know what I've been told. A mean old lady done stole my soul, and now she's left me here for days. Mama warned me about her kind. Beginner's blessed, then I drew this guess. Get me in every time. Well, it's all my fault that she cracks my phone. A stubborn boy tall. Oh, this girl's drive me blind. Well, she's all gone with her boots on, and she's running round this town alone. Lord knows she'll tear it apart. Well, she's a black hole, out of control. Dial 911 and let 'em know there's a thief on the loose, and she's running off with my heart. Off with my heart. She came on strong, didn't take too long for me to fall in love. Oh, a city girl came and wrecked my world like a dark angel from above. Well, the price you pay for the easy way is the debt they'll collect in hell one day. Well, sometimes love just ain't enough. Well, she's long gone with her boots on, and she's running round this town alone. Lord knows she'll tear it apart. Well, she's a black hole, out of control. Dial 911 and let 'em know there's a thief on the loose, and she's running off with my heart. Off with my heart. Well, she's long gone with her boots on. She's running round this town alone. Lord knows she'll tear it apart. She's a black hole, out of control. Down 911 and let 'em know there's a thief on the loose, and she's running off with my. Well, she's long gone with her boots on, and she's running round this town alone. Lord knows she'll tear it apart. Well, she's a black hole, out of control. Down 911 and let 'em know there's a thief on the loose, and she's running off with my heart. Off with my heart.
Brand new country has a home.
Time for some music now.
Off the beaten path.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Thanks to Mitchell Tenpenny for stomping on by the studios and singing a couple of great tunes and letting us play Black Crow as well. Check out his stuff, actually. His music, if you're downloading this episode as of the first day that it's available, Monday at midnight, is available tomorrow, Tuesday. Make sure that you get it April 28th. And if you want, you can download it on iTunes and all those, or pick up the hard copy as well at any store that sells good music, because Mitchell Tenpenny is good music. And you can get that Zach Brown guy too. But Mitchell Tenpenny is where I'm suggesting you spend your $10. Right now, this guy has got himself a tune that will make sure that you are thinking summer. This is Blaze Streets. It's Bring On the Sunshine right here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
White tank top, flip-flops, cut-off jeans. Been grilling and chilling out on the beach. Margarita in your hand, your feet in the sand, laid back getting a tan. Bring on the sunshine, the good time. Open up a beer and a bottle of wine. Load up the boat, girl, throw out a line. Jump on in, the water's fine. Bring on the sunshine. Gigging out on the shore. She's swimming, he fishing for a little bit more. Beer sipping, ear dipping up and down with the roll of the waves. Every day, bring on the sunshine, the good time. Open up a beer and a bottle of wine. Load up the boat, girl, throw out a line. Jump on in, the water's fine. Bring on the sunshine. Bring on the sunshine. roll up the boat, girl, go out of line. Jump on in, the water's fine. Bring on the sunshine. Bring on the sunshine.
Here's what's coming up in less than 15 minutes.
Coming up, a couple of big tunes from Will Hogue, the Cadillac 3, and we've got Shelby Lynn lined up for you too. But the family reunion is right around the corner with Sonia Lee and...
Hey, this is Tim Hicks, and my new single, So Do I, is coming up on Off the Beaten Path with Ben Merritt.
Your home for new and upcoming country music.
Everybody ready?
We're ready.
Let's shake the tires and light the fire.
Main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
Off the Beaten Path with Ben Merritt.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt, and it is time to check in with some of the fam from over the last 2 years of doing the show. Again, Off the Beaten Path has had a lot of success, and I'm really thankful for that. But again, it's because of you guys. Get in touch. OTBP Podcast on Twitter and also on Facebook, facebook.com/OTBP Podcast, and email me as well at otbppodcast@gmail.com. It's real easy. I tried to make it as easy as possible. So again, thanks guys for doing that. But again, thank you to all of the great artists that I've had the opportunity to talk to over the last 2-ish years, including some of my favorites that I was fans of before the show, and when I got the opportunity to talk to them, it was just like, well, the two artists for this week's family reunion are artists such as that. Sonia Lee and Tim Hicks both have new singles out there. Sonia Lee is gonna go first. I'm still flustered, even when I get to talk to her and about her. She's been in the UK a lot lately, and I'm looking forward to it because in July she's going to be back here in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, so I'll get the opportunity to see her again. But this is her new single that is out there for you to enjoy. This is the follow-up to Put It In Your Pocket. This is called When We Are Alone. It's Sonia Lee here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
It's Friday night. I'm all decked out. You don't know what you're missing now. I'm feeling hot. I got you on my mind. Me and my best girlfriends are ready to ride. Why don't you meet me downtown? Put your arms around me, kiss me hard and tell me that I'm yours. The way you do behind closed doors.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt, Sonia Lee there, and When We Are Alone, the follow-up single to Put It in Your Pocket, which is a big tune for Sonia Lee, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to talk to her, hang out with her for a little while as well, and see her perform a live acoustic show here in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Make sure that you become a big fan of Sonia Lee, if you already aren't one from our previous episode featuring Sonia Lee. To continue on with the family reunion, Mr. Tim Hicks. When I talked to Tim way back when, I was the very first American interview that he had ever done, ever, period, whatever. No big deal, except for it was an exciting big deal because I'm a big fan of Tim. This is the follow-up to the single that we heard then, which was She Don't Drink Whiskey Anymore. This is So Do I off the 501 album. So Do I is a big tune for Tim. As a matter of fact, Tim has not had a small tune in Canada. The worst performing single he has had was number 14. It was a number 14. That was the worst performing single he has had. This is the current single, So Do I. It's off the 501 album. This is Mr. Tim Hicks from Canada. Turn it up there, eh?
You like to climb up back that room with the lid kick. Low master hum and can't miss it. You smoke 'em out every time you're in it. So do I. You like to put a little party in your plastic cup. Sip a little, but you whistle, raise it up. You chase that jack till you catch a buzz. So do I. You like to get a little crazy with your Friday nights. Wanna make it go boom like dynamite. Go off, sky high, come on. So do I. You like to shake it up, crank it up, turn it to 10. Burn it down to the ground and do it again. Don't lose your mind, get loose. So do I. You see, you like breathing that country air, and you like my fingers running through your hair. Well, that's two more things we got in common. So do I. You wanna find a dark spot where we can park this thing. You wanna slide it on over here and rock this thing. You wanna roll them on down and listen to the river sing. So do I. You like to get a little crazy with your Friday nights. Wanna make it go boom like dynamite. Go off, sky high, come on. So do I. You like to shake it up, crank it up, turn it to 10. Burn it down to the ground and do it again. Don't lose your mind, get loose. So do I. So do I. You like to get a little crazy with your Friday nights. Wanna make it go boom like dynamite. Go off, sky high, come on. So do I. You like to shake it up, crank it up, turn it to 10. Burn it down to the ground and do it again. Don't lose your mind, get loose. So do I. You like to get a little crazy with your Friday nights. Wanna make it go boom like dynamite. Go off, sky high, come on. So do I. You like to shake it up, crank it up, turn it to 10. Burn it down to the ground and do it again. Lose your mind, get loose. So do I. So do I.
Hey, do you know a band that I don't? Please tell me that you do, because there's so many great musicians out there that I have no idea who they are, but I want to remedy that. I want to know every country music band in the country, and the best way to do that is for you to tell me who you're listening to. OTBP Podcast on Twitter. Also find OTBP Podcast on Facebook and OTBP Podcast at gmail.com to spread the love of some of the bands that you're digging on all across the country right here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
Young artists, get your music on the show by emailing Ben at otbppodcast@gmail.com.
Please welcome the one and only
Off the Beaten Path with Ben Merritt.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Stick around towards the end of the episode. I'm going to tell you how you can win yourself a copy of Mitchell Tenpenny's new album, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Yes, we do give giveaways here. But the details are coming up at the end of the show, so stick around for that. But first, a new album is out all the time. It always seems like they kind of fly under the radar sometimes, especially when they're, underpopular artists. Underpopular is not a good name for that, but underpromoted. But there's a fan base, and there are people that are ravenous for new music from some of their favorite artists. Will Hoge is one of those artists. His new album, Small Town Dreams, just came out earlier on in April 7th, and it is out there. Find it on iTunes. Find it on Google Play. Find it anywhere you can, especially if you can get the physical copy. And you can do that by going to Will's website, willhoge.com. Get yourself a copy, physical copy, right there. But until then, you're just going to have to listen to the new single, Just Up the Road, right here on Off the Beaten Path. Here is Will Hoge now.
Just up the road, there's a road that leads to another road. Take us anywhere tonight. Put the pedal down right now, and we can head straight out of town. Start a whole new life. There's a place called forever, and we can go there together. We both want something better, baby, and I know it's waiting. Just up the road, there's a chance. Ain't that all we ever wanted, darling? What have we got to lose? All that stands in between all these dreams is miles and some gasoline. We can make them all come true. There's a place called forever, and we can go there together. We both want something better, baby. I know it's waiting just up the road. Let's chase these white lines till we find that promise we've never known. Let's take that fast lane all the way, girl. Heaven's just up the road. They say it goes on forever, and we can go there together. We both want something better, baby, and I know it's waiting. I know it's waiting just up the road. Just up the road. Let's chase these white lines till we find that
paper van Gogh, aluminum kites, old dark sea is warmer than my eyes. Paper van Gogh, watercolor art. I play my feelings on my origami heart. My paper van Gogh. Lessons been passed on down through the ages. Red wine spills out over every pages. Looking glass reveals what the strokes display. Oh, the greatest fake of all hangs on the wall. My paper van Gogh, aluminum kites, old dark sea is warmer than my eyes. My paper van Gogh, watercolor art. I play my feelings on my origami heart. My paper van Gogh. My paper van Gogh. Really I see. My paper van Gogh. That's down in a village. The cold dark sea is warmer than my eyes. And my paper van Gogh, aluminum kites.
Off the beaten path, me, Ben Merritt. There is Shelby Lynn with Paper Van Gogh. That is the lead single off of the upcoming album, I Can't Imagine. Head on over to Shelby Lynn's website for all of the information that you'll need, shelbylynn.com. You can actually pre-order the album, and when I say album, I mean album. You can pre-order the album, the LP vinyl version of that, along with her last album, I Am Shelby Lynn. You can get both of them on vinyl. You can get both of them as CD or both as digital downloads. Again, the reason why I do this show is to help upcoming and amazing artists that maybe you've never heard of before get a little bit of extra promotion. I know that I'm not, the biggest deal in deals. I'm just trying to do what I can to help, some people out. And I hope that you guys appreciate it as well. So there you go. These guys need as little help from me as possible, but hey, they're still up-and-comers, and they're still amazing. And this is their brand new single. This is the Cadillac 3, and this is White Lightning. Kinda. It's Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
But she stole my heart faster than a heat-seeking missile on a mission, faster than a bass to the hook when daddy's fishing, faster than a walnut rolls off a hen house, faster than a whiskey shot goes down south. Ooh, I saw white lightning. Ooh, I saw white lightning. Faster than McQueen running in red lights, faster than the Duke boys jumping at hillsides, faster than Elvis could shake or rattle roll, faster than the skirt flying up on the road. I said, ooh, I faster than number 3, breaking every record. Faster than a tree dives in the desert. Faster than that bug splatter on my windshield. Faster than you die when you take too many pills. Ooh, I saw white lightning. Ooh, I saw white lightning. Yeah. Alabama moonshine intoxicating this so hard. Hole in the middle, umbrella when the storm started. Yeah. Oh, that's what love's supposed to feel like. Oh, that's what love's supposed to feel like. Oh, yeah. That's what love feels like. Ooh, I saw white lightning. Ooh, I saw white lightning.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. There you go. That is the Cadillac 3 with White Lightning. And I kind of said kinda going into that one because it's White Lightning, but it's not the Possum George Jones White Lightning, which is what a lot of people think of. But it's a completely different Southern rock version of it, and I love it. I love that Southern rock's making a big deal back with Blackberry Smoke, the Cadillac 3, Rhett Walker Band, all those guys that are making Southern rock a thing again. I love it. I love it. Anyway, you know what else I love? I love artists that want you to hear their music regardless of how it happens. Free music is always fun music, and Mitchell Tenpenny, our special guest this episode, has bequeathed us a few copies of his new album that, if you're listening to this on Monday, comes out tomorrow, which is a big deal because it means it's brand new in your hands. You won't have it for a while, though, because I got to mail you the hard copy. But the way that you can win yourself a copy is on Twitter, at OTBP Podcast, and at Mitchell, the number 10 Penny, hashtag I want to win, just for funsies. Be sure to tag both of us and throw that hashtag in there. And I've got 2 copies for Facebook and 2 copies for Twitter. And on Facebook, just tag both of us and put in I want to win as well. And you'll get yourself a copy of the new album from Mr. Mitchell Tenpenny. So very cool stuff. And again, I want to say thank you to you and Mitchell Tenpenny for stopping by and downloading the podcast as well. Coming up next week, well, we've got the one and only Mr. James Otto. I'm looking forward to that one for you as well. Make sure that you tune in. Make sure that you listen every week so that you don't miss some new and up-and-coming country music. Again, James Otto next week. Thank you to Mitchell Tenpenny, and thank you for downloading the podcast. It's Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
Do you know a band Ben doesn't? Tell us who you are digging on Facebook.com/OTBP Podcast, Twitter at OTBP Podcast, or email otbppodcast@gmail.com.